What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about High Evolutionary. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it. High Evolutionary enters the contest with evolved physiology, providing him immunity to buffs granted by the opponent, and all neutralize and rupture effects. Additionally, his combat power rate can only be reduced by skill champions. And his basic attacks have a 25% chance to inflict an exhaustion debuff that lasts for 10 seconds. These max out at 10 stacks. When blocked, or when blocking an attack, High Evolutionary has a 25% chance to inflict a 10% potency severe wither debuff for 15 seconds. These max out at 10 stacks, and the chance to inflict them is increased to 100% on well-timed blocks and auto blocks. While the opponent is suffering from one of his personal debuffs, they lose and cannot gain Undermine or True Sense effects. Now, High Evolutionary's evolutionary exoskeleton provides him access to powerful defensive measures. When he would be struck by the same basic attack twice in a row, he removes any active stuns and gains an auto-block passive, lasting until he's been struck 3 more times. Once the auto-block passive ends, it becomes disabled and cannot be gained until he's struck 18 times by basic attacks. But, as a defender, each personal debuff on the opponent when the auto-block passive ends reduces this count by 1 to a minimum of 5. His auto-block doesn't count as a well-timed block, but it does resist block breaks from heavy attacks and it cannot be prevented by ability accuracy reduction. High Evolutionary accelerates his opponent's evolution with a combo detonation. And while this is not active, when striking or being struck by basic attacks, he gains 1 combo detonation charge. Whenever he would inflict a personal debuff, he gains 5 charges. And when his opponent gains a bar of power, he consumes 50 charges for a 150% chance to inflict the opponent with a 16-hit combo detonation passive for 18 seconds. Unblockable attacks from non-skill opponents do not count towards this combo detonation, and as a defender, the damage scales with base attack only. As an attacker, High Evolutionary's combo detonation is paused during the opponent's special attacks, but as a defender, it only pauses during his own special 2. High Evolutionary is known to try to speed up evolution and can place an evolutionary field on the stage. This field is placed around the opponent for 12 seconds whenever he uses a special 2 or 3. The expiration rate of the evolutionary field is reduced by 75% whenever either champion is inside of it. And when the opponent enters the field, they're inflicted with an indefinite Devolve debuff. Devolve reduces attack rating, armor rating, critical resistance, block penetration, and combat power rate by 1.6%, and these max out at 10 stacks. While the opponent is inside of the field, all personal debuffs are paused, and during his special 1 and 2, they're not pushed back when struck by a special attack, and they're passively slowed for the duration of the attack. Additionally, while suffering from a non-damaging debuff, they also suffer from a reversed controls passive. While High Evolutionary is inside the field, all of his attacks deal a burst of 34% of the damage dealt as direct damage. And while either champion is inside the field during his special 1, he gains increased attack rating, and the potency of his combo detonation increases for each debuff on the opponent, up to a max of 25 debuffs. Speaking of, on activation of the special 1, he inflicts 5 personal severe wither debuffs. And as an attacker, the final hit immediately expires his combo detonation, but if it expires naturally during this attack while the opponent is inside the evolutionary field, the combo detonation is then re-inflicted when the special attack ends. With the special 2, the evolutionary field is placed shortly after activation, and if his personal autoblock is disabled due to activation, it becomes enabled. The Special 3. At the end of this attack, he places the Evolutionary Field and inflicts 5 severe Wither debuffs. Now, let's check out his signature ability. When awakened, at the end of a fight against High Evolutionary, each debuff on the opponent becomes a cross-fight devolve debuff. These debuffs carry over to the next 3 fights and max out at 10 stacks. Additionally, for each debuff on the opponent, their regeneration rate is reduced by 20%, up to a maximum of 100. This effect replaces the Despair Mastery and is also granted to the opponent of a champion suffering from the cross-fight devolve debuff. Also, the potency of the bursts of damage granted by the Evolutionary Field are increased by up to 100%. And when he inflicts a devolve debuff, he has up to a 100% chance to gain an indefinite Aspect of Evolution passive. These increase his attack rating, armor rating, critical resistance, block penetration, combat power rate, and ability accuracy by 1.6% each, and max out at 10 stacks. Now, let's take him out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, focus on your basic attacks to ramp up your exhaustion debuffs and build your combo detonation charges. Well-timed blocks also inflict your withers, so make sure you're building those as well. Build up to your special 2 while pushing the opponent against the wall, and launch to place your Evolutionary Field. From here, build up to your special 1, and try to launch it when that combo detonation would explode so it re-inflicts as it expires. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, just keep launching your special 1s while your Evolutionary Field is active. And in a longer fight, if it falls off, just head back to that special 2. And hey, that auto block can come in handy and get you out of some sticky situations. So, don't be afraid to get a little aggressive and accelerate the fight to your vision. Just make sure you stay focused and keep everything under your control. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for High Evolutionary. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the Battlerealm.